You heard me talk about the Startup America Partnership, and just this morning, actually just before I started broadcasting this morning, I got an email from the Startup America Partnership. And I get that email because I had to be one of the very first people to commit, because they talked about it at 11:30 that Monday morning, and by 12:30, 1 o'clock that day, I was officially enlisted as an interested member. Hi, David. Why don't you put SmallBizDavid? Actually sent the email to SmallBizDavid. Anyways, thank you for being part of the Startup America national community of founders, experts, and resources. We appreciate you taking the time to complete a short 5-question survey regarding your views on the economy. Your responses are voluntary and confidential and will help us better understand and meet your needs and those of startup communities all over the country. Okay, and it was a very short question, and I want to share with you the questions and my answers to those questions. Question number 1. What sources of funding did you use in your first year? Check as many boxes as applicable. The choices were bank loans for business, credit cards personal, credit cards business, savings, friends and family, crowdfunding, a second mortgage on my home, a home equity loan, an angel investor, a seed investor, a VC, VC stands for venture capitalist, a credit union financing. Okay, my personal three answers were credit cards personal, credit cards business, and savings. Those were my 3 sources of funding as I started this particular business. Didn't go to friends and family. My friends and family probably wouldn't give me anything. I don't know. Crowdfunding. We're going to talk about crowdfunding later on in one of our other modules, but it is a new dynamic that is happening. Very interesting, because if you're wanting to start a business, there's probably now 100 crowdfunding sites where you would go to that site, you would do a video about your business idea, and you would ask people for money. You'd ask the average person for money, not the big investor. You might ask for $25, $50, $100, and if people liked your business idea, they would send money to you. Great idea. It's had its challenges, because as anything else in life, when there's a good idea, the chances are there's going to be a scam tied to it, and there are people that are looking for crowdfunding money, and they're not going to do anything with your money but spend it themselves. It's not going to go to start a business. But crowdfunding is it's a new thing. It's a brand new idea. I like the idea when used properly, and we're gonna do some of that in our community. Well, you could do that on your own landing page. That's one of the things you could do on your landing page, is have a business idea. Then where I have that video, you could create a video saying, if you like my business idea, please send me money. Why not? Why not? That's a way that another use for a landing page. We'll talk about angel investors. Angel investors are more important today than they've ever been, because angel investors have over $1 trillion to invest in something. And if you find the right angel investor, you could get them to invest in your business. All those small businesses that laid people off and didn't hire them back, they've got all that extra money that was budgeted that they've never used. So that money is sitting as cash. Now, they might put it into their own business. That would be their first interest. But I've been reading stories. I haven't read one for a while, but reading stories that there's over $1 trillion of that kind of money available. So if you have a friend who has a business and that business is going and ongoing, and there's at least 50 employees in that business, they probably have a bunch of cash that they could use to give you to start your business, and they could become an investor in your business. They have to do something with that money. If they're not investing it in their own business directly, they could be investing it in your business. What difference does it make as long as they get return on investment? And guess what? The profit margins that can be seen in a new business in David's Barter community with a landing page are the most unheard of profit margins ever. Why? Because there's little cost and expense to having a landing page. Let's talk about that for a moment. If you've been following me, you know that I am making available 10,000 complimentary landing pages in David's Barter community. And people have asked me, do you need your head examined? Why are you giving so many complimentary pages away? You can't make any money if you give it away. Well, maybe making money at the onset is not the most important thing. The most important thing is to get you motivated and you started to start a business. That's the most important thing. And I am so confident in the social marketing and social network technology that we've developed that I'm willing to let you start a business and test it for yourself. See if you can make it work for you as well as it has worked for me. It's very, very simple. Then, if you wait 51 days, on the 51st day that you want to continue on with it, then it's going to cost you, because I have costs in maintaining that page. I have costs in bandwidth. I have to pay for making bandwidth available to you so that you can have your landing page, which requires bandwidth in our community. And I created a pricing structure that is very simple. It is very cost effective, and believe me when I tell you, it's going to cost you a lot less to start your business than it costs me to start mine. But that's not the issue. The issue is that we get businesses started. So if you decide to continue with your landing page beyond the 50 days, you have three choices. If you choose that you want to spend $6 a day, you can have that landing page for another 100 days. If you choose $5 a day, you can have that landing page for another 200 days. If you choose $4 a day, you can have that landing page for $4 a day for the 400 days. You do the math. Simple. So then the question becomes, okay, if I spend $6 a day to have this landing page, how much cash flow do I need to generate so that I make a profit? Beyond the $6 a day, my only resource, well, I shouldn't say that, the major resource is time, my time. And so I'm not actually taking money out of my pocket for my time. I'm spending that time doing this when I could be doing something else, but that's a choice that we all make. How do we spend our time? Each of us has the same 24 hours a day. That's a given. It doesn't change. It's how we decide to use that time. Okay, so you've got $6 a day, $5 a day, $4 a day plus time, and if it's a product that you're selling, you have the cost to manufacture that product or to buy that product already manufactured. All you're doing is selling it. If it's a t-shirt, you might start with a plain piece, a plain t-shirt, and you might want to put some printing on it. So there's a cost involved. I'm looking right now at Stickham t-shirts. And why don't I have a Stickham t-shirt? I've been doing this for 4 years. Well, I'm coming out to California at the end of this month. I'm going to meet with Stickham when I come out, and I am going to leave that meeting with a Stickham t-shirt. You hear me, Andy? Okay. That's how simple the concept is. And I've done all the hard stuff for you. When you start a business, two of the major things that have to get done in order for that business to be successful is how are you going to market that business? How are you going to communicate your message to the rest of the world so the world will buy what it is that you have to sell, either a product or a service. The second thing that you need to consider and spend time considering, a lot of time considering potentially, is what technology that exists today are you going to use to make your business run more efficiently? Well, we've already done all that hard stuff for you. You get to take advantage of my 40 years of marketing experience, along with the technology that we have developed so that you can start a business very, very efficiently and effectively. And simply, I can create a landing page myself, and I am not a technology person, but Curtis has made it so simple that even I can create a landing page in less than 10 minutes. Yep. That's all it takes. So when I get a new business idea, I create a landing page. And then we set it up so that whatever it is I'm trying to market or sell, I have one landing page in the community. In the mid-90s, 1994, I met one of my clients in 1994 was an insurance company called Globe-Life. Maybe you've heard of Globe-Life because at one time, I don't know if they're still doing it today, but at one time Globe-Life was direct mailing 300 million pieces of direct mail. This is a piece of Globe-Life direct mail that I just got in the mail the other day. This particular product, insurance product that Globe-Life is selling, marketing, is what they call their juvenile insurance policy. I first learned about this juvenile insurance policy in 1994 because I was helping Globe-Life market that product. I've been such a fan of that product ever since I learned about it that, number one, I bought it for my sons, Jordan and Sam. They each have one of these policies. And I made that policy available in our community, in davidsbarter community. So we create the marketing in our community for this product. And my involvement is very simple. Once you are interested in that product, you go through the process. All you do is you click on. Once you click on, you're done with me. I have no other involvement. It then goes to Globe's website, and you fill out an application on their website, not mine, which is great for me. I don't have to support that page with bandwidth, and at that point, because you're buying an insurance product, you're going to release personal information. And you've heard me say this before, I don't want to host personal information on the server that I have in my basement. Don't want to do it. So you go to Globe's website. If you want to buy the product, you fill it out, and anybody that clicks on that page in our community and then goes to Globe Life and buys the product, Globe Life sends me a check. I get a check every month. It's a different value, different numbers, sometimes high, sometimes not so high. It doesn't matter. It's there. It's available. And I do nothing. At that point, I've done nothing. All I have is created a landing page. And what I do on that landing page is I update the video. I'll make a new video, and I will update it with some current information or a new idea, a new thought. Okay, that's just another idea for a landing page. Any one of you can do the same thing that I did. It's not magical what I did. I just thought about all the different things that could happen as a business. Now, that landing page, is it a business in and of itself? What difference does it make? It's a concept that is generating cash flow for me. So yes, it is a business, and it just fits into the business of the community. So that's just an idea of what you could do on a landing page.